few days ago, I manifested probably the craziest, most insane thing I've ever manifested. And I manifested a lot of insane things. It made a lot of jaws drop, and I think this also convinced a lot of people that the things that seem impossible and so out of reach can be accomplished and reached using manifestation. And I think it also just showed people how powerful manifestation can be. Proof it works, because I just did something crazy. Basically, a few days ago, my best friend woke me up calling me, freaking out, and he was like, "The Recording Academy mentioned your name." By the way, the Recording Academy is the Grammys. Basically the biggest dream and goal of every musician to be noticed by the Grammys and one day win one. I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Wait, is it like April Fool's? Like what's going on?" And he's like, "No, check their Instagram." And I was like, okay. I look at their Instagram. They posted this post for Women's History Month, and it named all the female icons in the music industry and, you know, my favorite artists, Charlie XCX, Chappell Roan, Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift. And between those names, just randomly, my name sits there. Like, hey, Ashley Sienna. You know, a musician of my size. Like, I'm still a little fish in the big sea, and the fact that they somehow noticed me and liked me enough to put me on this list between all these icons, like, just, it almost doesn't make sense. And for me, it was just kind of like a moment being like, damn, whatever it is you want, no matter how out of reach and insane and crazy your manifestation may be, it can happen in the weirdest, most unexpected ways. Like, I was not expecting to at all be noticed by them anytime soon. I was, you know, I knew it would happen one day, I just didn't know when. Today I'm going to show you how to manifest the impossible, how to rig the universe in your favor, and get whatever it is you want, no matter how out of reach and crazy it may seem. There's a trick to make it happen, and it'll come in the most unexpected, amazing way. First of all, we're gonna have a little science lesson, because in order to rig the universe and really make this your playground of manifesting anything and everything you want, you need to understand how the universe works. So here's a little science lesson. Bear with me, I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet, but I promise you this is gonna make all of your doubts for manifestation just go out the window, because I'm showing you the science behind it. So I've read so many books on not just like manifestation, but literally like science and how energy works and how the brain works and the frequencies and all that stuff. Right now I'm reading Becoming Supernatural, and this book is one amongst the many that explains this so well with like science experiments and everything, and just explains it in the best possible way. So definitely recommend reading it if you want to dive deeper into it. Basically, there's two concepts for you to know. First concept: everything is made up of atoms. Basically, atoms are these tiny little particles that if you take a microscope and you put anything under it and you zoom all the way in, we're all made up of the same thing, atoms. And these little tiny atoms have electrons in it, which is an even smaller particle inside of the atom. And these little electrons are always vibrating, and this vibration is energy, which means every single thing around us is made up of atoms, which has electrons in it, which vibrate and create energy. So everything, every single thing, like us, our bodies, the air we breathe, water, like the objects around us, everything around us is producing an energy and vibrating at different frequencies and vibrations. Energy is all around us at all times. Now you might be wondering, if everything is made up of atoms, then why is everything not the same? Like, why do we have water? Why do we have air? Why do we have rocks, grass? Like, these are all different things. And this is because every single thing is vibrating at a different frequency. So air is vibrating at a different frequency, water is vibrating at a different frequency, the vibration is different, which is why the end result of what you see in the physical universe is different. Now, keep that concept in mind. The second concept is that our brains are transmitters and receivers of frequencies. So just like a radio, you know, when you switch between channels and you're tuning into different channels and you're changing the frequency of it, our brains do the same. We can adjust our frequency by using our minds, and it'll vibrate that frequency out. So think radio, satellites, cell towers, they're all sending out frequencies. Our brains do the same, and the special thing about our brains is that we can adjust our frequencies and set them to whatever we want them to vibrate. We can also blast out these frequencies super powerfully or just softly radiate them. So here's the crazy part. If you want to rig the universe, simply use your mind to tune into the frequency that you want to radiate, the vibration that you want to send out, and like frequencies attract like frequencies, which means if you're blasting out the frequency of love, you're going to attract love into your life. If we align our own frequency to the frequency of money, naturally, due to the laws of the universe, we'll be bringing in more money because we're aligned with that vibration. Anyways, that's like a very brief little science lesson on how manifestation works, and it's really just all about energies and frequencies and aligning yourself on the frequency of what you want brought back to you. And also, if you're having trouble believing in this information, there are a lot of books on it, but also there's this really cool movie. If you don't like to read, there's a movie called What the Bleep Do We Know? And it's like a really old movie. Like it's like really old, but shows these really cool like science experiments of them like demonstrating this, and it's literally mind-blowing. Like it's literally like how energy works, and it's really cool and explained in a really fun way. So I do recommend you checking it out. Okay, so let's move on. How do you tune into this frequency? Like, how do you like use your brain to adjust the frequency that you want to be aligned with? It's actually very simple, and you're actually radiating frequencies all the time. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your intentions are what determine what frequency you radiate out. So for example, if you are always mad and angry, you radiate an angry, negative frequency. If you're super in love with someone, you're radiating the love frequency. The things you feel and the things you think are the things you attract, because every emotion and thought has a different frequency. You know, like brain waves and all those scans that they do on brains, and you see the different frequencies? That's the different thoughts and emotions that the brain is sending out. So when you think about something super hard and you feel emotionally connected to it, and you feel the emotions associated with this thought, you're creating a frequency with your mind. And when you do this intensely, you're sending a strong, clear signal to the universe, just like tuning into a radio station. So now you know how to tune into a different frequency. How do you like make sure it's done powerfully and you're like blasting it out into the universe? Because the stronger you blast it out to the universe, the faster it'll come in. You have to put your mind, your body, your soul into it. The way you think, the way you feel, the way you act, the way you dress, the way you walk, talk. You literally have to fully become the person that you'd be as if you already had the thing you want. You have to literally be convinced that the reality you want is already yours. You want to be wealthy? Act like it, think like it, become the wealthy version of you. So let's use the example of being wealthy and manifesting money. This is an example of what your day could look like, stepping into this new wealthy version of yourself, which is you stepping into your new reality. So you can start by waking up in the morning with a smile on your face, just feeling so good and so blessed and so grateful for the universe spoiling you constantly. And maybe you woke up early because, you know, successful people often wake up early. You make yourself a little breakfast, you do a little workout, go on a walk, whatever it is that the future successful version of you would be doing. Maybe you like listen to a motivational, inspiring podcast to keep your vibrations aligned with successful people. Maybe then you decide to go to the bougie side of town and go to a really cute bougie coffee shop where a lot of successful people hang and work on their stuff. You're locked in, doing your homework, your work, whatever it is you're doing. You're locked in, surrounded by all these successful, like-minded, wealthy people. Maybe later you decide to go window shopping and make a little stop to all those cute, expensive stores. Take a look at the bags, the jewelry, whatever, hold it, prepare yourself for what it's gonna be like. Have the employees help you figure out what's the best fit for you. Doesn't mean you have to buy it, but you know, you want to be prepared. Then, when you're back home, maybe you listen to some music about success or money manifestation song, like my song for me. You should listen. Or just, you know, music in general that just makes you feel wealthy and expensive. Classical music is great for that too. And throughout the day, you're just feeling so grateful and spoiled and abundant and wealthy and classy and whatever it is, because like, what would you feel like as if that money was already yours? What does it feel like? Feel that way now. This is you rigging the universe. And every night before you go to sleep, close your eyes, play that music that makes you feel wealthy, and visualize exactly your life, you being on that yacht, or you being in that dream home, or taking that dream vacation, and just visualize it as if it's already yours. And literally imagine that you're actually there. And you might notice your heart beating faster or you're smiling, and that means it's working. Make sure you do this every night, in addition to all the other things I described. And listen, you don't need to be doing every single thing that I mentioned every day, but my point here is act and think and do the things that you would do as if what you want is already yours. Go to the places you'd go to. Surround yourself by the people you'll be surrounded by. Think the same thoughts. All of that. You need to become this new person. Trust me. You do this for a month, you won't even believe the results. Like it's like magic, literally. Think, act, and be the person that you'd be if you had what you wanted. And what you're doing is you're literally forcing yourself and stepping into this new reality. You took control. Congrats, you rigged the universe. Also, doing this is just so much fun because you realize how much freedom and control you have over your life. It's like kind of giving like free will where you can just do whatever you want and create whatever life you want. Like when you walk into a super expensive store and talk to the employee and help them choose what you want, in their reality, they're thinking that you've got all the money in the world to spend on this handbag. Like, they don't know that you're just going there to visit. Everyone around you thinks you've got the money. And even if you don't actually buy the bag, you know, you can say, I'll think about it. But what it's doing is it's literally forcing you into this new reality that you want to be in. And everyone around you is starting to see you as the new person that you want to be. You can literally be anyone you want to be. While you do this, you need to make sure that you're committing to this new reality. You have no doubt in mind that this is your new reality. This is the new you. Like literally Delulu level. Like Delulu is the Solulu. We all know this. Don't ever come from a place of lack while you're doing this. Like, ugh, I need to pretend that I'm wealthy because I'm so poor. Like, no. This is the new you. You are wealthy already. Like you are stepping into this new reality of where you're wealthy. And when you do this and fully believe that this is the new you, this is your new reality, the universe is working so crazy hard behind the scenes, helping you settle into this new reality that you chose. So stay consistent and commit to it. And if you want me to go back to the science a little bit to explain it again, it's basically you changing the vibration of yourself and aligning it to the vibration of what you want. I said it really simply on my Instagram today. I said, our reality is made up of nothing but energy. When we consciously shift our energy to align with what we want, suddenly our reality will change. Easy. Now I have a little metaphor that I came up with, which I'm so proud of. Basically, stepping into your new reality is like moving into a new house. When you move into a new home, it becomes your space. You wake up, you sleep, you eat, and go through all your daily routines there. You don't go back to your old house to eat breakfast there and then go back to your new house for lunch. Your old house is in the past. It stays there. And your new house is where you live now. Similarly, when you choose your new reality, don't sometimes return back to the old one. Once you've decided how and what you want your new reality to look like, fully commit to it. But you know, just like when you move into a new home, there might be some things that need attention, like furniture is still wrapped up, there's walls that you need to paint, pictures to hang, and items to basically just make it feel like home and make it all complete. And it takes time to like fully settle in and make it feel like home and like where you belong. And that same goes for your new reality. You're already living in it, but it'll take a little bit of time for the universe to bring everything into alignment and make it feel like home. But as you live in this new reality and settle in it, the universe will help bring everything in to make it complete. And suddenly it won't feel like faking anymore, like it will. It is your new reality. So I know a lot of you watching are trying to manifest love, and so I just want to explain how you can apply what I've talked about into manifesting love as well. So again, when you're manifesting money, you have to tune your vibration in with the vibration of money and wealth and luxury. And with love, you need to tune your vibration into radiating vibrations of love. And this includes self-love. Very, very important. Self-love manifests other love as well. Self-love will manifest a relationship, will manifest love from your friends, will manifest love from your family. Self-love is where it all begins. So what your day might look like, stepping into this new love romantic reality, is you wake up again with gratitude, so in love with yourself and with your family, your pets, the world around you, the sun, the air, just being so in love with life. You take care of yourself because you love yourself so much. You pamper yourself. You do your skincare routine. You nourish your body. You work out. You do whatever it is that makes you feel so loved by you. You take yourself to romantic places. Dress up, do your makeup, and take yourself out on a little date. Go to a nice dinner, a museum, a really beautiful park, a romantic cafe. Walk around with confidence, with love for yourself. Like, yeah, I'm taking myself out on a date because I love myself so much. And listen to romantic music or love manifestation music. Both work beautifully. Madly is a great example, which is a very powerful romantic love song. And while you listen, don't feel sad and lonely wishing that it was you. Instead, just soak up the powerful romantic love energy and radiate it out into the world. And of course, as well, constantly thank the universe for the love that you're surrounded by and how easily and effortlessly love flows to you. When you do this, you are blasting out love vibrations. You are aligned with the frequency of love, and you will see all kinds of love coming to you. But remember, it starts with self-love. So angels, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, wealth, love, success, beauty, think, what would it feel like? What would I act like, talk like, dress like? What would it be like if that was already mine? And when you do that, that's the most powerful possible way that you blast out this frequency and vibration, and you're like forcing yourself into this new reality, rigging the universe. Because suddenly, it's gonna be yours. Angels, that is how you rig the universe and make completely unexplainable things happen in your life. I love you so much. I know this video has a lot of information in it, and if you have any questions, again, please let me know in the comments. I'm gonna reply to as many as I can. I can make more videos on this, and yeah, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. I love you!